Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a game I have played before, but many years ago, and I never finished, so I figured I'd use this channel as an excuse to finish it. Welcome to Outer Wilds! Not my usual fare, but I'm a big space guy. If I'm not quite ready to do Terra Invicta, I might as well do, thematically, the exact opposite, while still being a space game. Alright. Moving around. Gonna roast a marshmallow. Extend stick with left shift. Yes, this is a game you're supposed to play with, you really should be playing with a gamepad, but my friends, I do not have a gamepad. It's not quite cooked. Nor can I really be bothered to get a gamepad. It's a little better. Yeah. This is a game about roasting marshmallows. Ooh, that looks really burned. Yeah. Anyways. Let's talk to, Slight. There's our pilot, back from your pre-launch campout under the stars, I see. So it's launch day, eh? Seems like only yesterday you joined the space program, and suddenly here you are, leaving on your first solo voyage. What do you say? Ready to get the Speedy off the ground? It's all fueled up and ready to go. All systems go. I'm ready if you are. You sure you fixed the retro rockets? That was an only problem one time. And then maybe a few times after that. But, hey, no reason to dwell on the past, right? Anyways, you'll need to get the launch codes from Hornfels at the observatory before you can lift off. Just bring those here. And once you said your goodbye, just bring those here once you've said your goodbyes or whatever. Alright, thank you, Slate. Yeah, this is not exactly a run around and pick stuff up game. This is an exploration game. Hold and release to jump. Woo! Yeah, so expect lots of fat fingering. It's Micah! Hey, it's you! Slate said you're blasting off in your ship today. I'm really excited to see the launch. Are you gonna go to space, aren't you? You better not have changed your mind. Hey, I'm still going. I want to practice with a pro before I leave. Boy, that music is very loud. Let me turn it down a little bit. It's good music, but loud. Hey, I'm still going. I want to practice with you before you leave. Here to you and Slate beats up the model ship. Can I see it? Yeah, we recalibrated the controls, installed better thrusters, want to give it a test drive. Slate said it's just like the real thing, only less likely to start a fire. Try to land in one of the geyser pools. Show me what you got. Okay? Might as well do a little practice. Oh boy. And now you get to see... So, up thrust is left shift. Horizontal thrust is like that. Woo! Yes. Alright. That's down thrust. Whoops. Didn't quite work. Easy peasy. Well, once that gets into a death spin, it's very hard to fix. Nope. We're gonna wait for the geyser to stop geysing. Alright, see you later. Neat. Alright. Yeah, so prepare yourself for lots of mediocre ship flying on my part. Talk to Porphy! Heyo, Axling! I hear you're leaving us to seek adventure amongst the stars. When you return, let's you, me, and Gaussen open a bottle of the good stuff. I'm only seeking adventure amongst one star, actually. Other stars are too far away. And the good stuff is less delicious tap wine and more daunting digestive challenge. Another metaphor ruined in the name of scientific accuracy. Nevertheless, I do hope you enjoy your travels. Good luck. Dr. Rudile. You're actually blasting off in that thing, huh? They don't really explode as often anymore. I'm told my odds of survival are statistically quite high. Yeah, the space program's certainly come a long way. I should probably thank you for causing fewer flash fires than your predecessors. By the way, good luck with those retro rockets. Watch those wrist rockets. Oop. The heck? Use satellite camera. Oh. Yep, so we can see, hey, what's up? Lots of geysers. This is the planet that we're on. Lots of empty space and lots of geysers. Neat. Pretty cool, right? Pilot seat used by pioneering astronaut Feldspar held the remains of her inaugural flight to space. While it's been argued that such distinction requires a breathtakingly liberal definition of flight, that day will nevertheless always be remembered as a landmark achievement in Hearthian history. Look at all these little guys. Cool stuff. Alright, moving on. The launch tower's back that way. We're not going in these buildings. It's not a game about that. It's a game about going to space. Yeah, so we'll start over here. Talk tomorrow. So it's launch day, huh? Hal's gonna miss you. Speaking of launch day, I was thinking about it. The platform the ship's launched on is getting old. Isn't it time you built a new, less flammable? The big tree in the middle would make the perfect choice. I wouldn't mind helping out the space program. Just say the word. Nice try, you know. Current launch pad is fine, thanks. Nice try, you know, have it out there for that tree. The launch pad is flammable? Nice try, we know have it out, and we know you have it out there for that tree. Well, no, I just think it's in the way, and someone ought to chop it down, you know? Specifically me. You think this has to do with the time I fell out of it and broke my arm? That was when we were hatchling. Who would hold a grudge for that long? Talk to Genice? Hello there, Space Cadet. I hear you're leaving the crater today. If you meet any other travelers up there, remind them to take proper care of their instruments. Won't you? Tell me about travelers' instruments. Where's the observatory? Just saying hi before I leave. Tell me about travelers' instruments. Oh, sure, I made all their instruments, you know. Let's see, there's Church drums, Rybeck's banjo, and Gabbro's flute, and Feldspar's harmonica. Of course, those Feldspar has been missing for a long time. Sometimes it feels just like yesterday they were playing their harmonica around the campfire. Anyways, your music in space, it'll be one of the space programs. This is a genuinely useful piece of information. If you hear music in space, that'll be one of the space program's other travelers. If you feel like company, you can always pull down your signal scope and track them down. Signal scope's a tool we'll get at some point. We got Galena and Tefra. So Tefra, hello, astronaut. If it isn't my favorite troublemaker, what's with the radio? We wanted to play hide and seek, but Rain wouldn't let us borrow a signal scope because it's really delicate and not supposed to be thrown around like that. Hey, can we use your signal scope? Can we please? We'll even let you be it. Sure, let's play. Woohoo, okay. Here are the rules. Galena and me will hide from these radios, and you'll use your signal scope to find us. So, signal scope tutorial time. Less one to be found wins. Okay, close your eyes and start counting. So I press Y to equip the signal scope. So we have frequencies. Outer Wilds Ventures. Banjo. That's going to be our travelers. Hide and seek, Outer Wilds Ventures. So hide and seek's the other one. Hello, small child. Hello, Tefra. Oh, you found me! But my hiding spot was super good. Don't forget, you have to find both of us, okay? Whoa. So, signal scope. Ah, there you are. I'm blind. Oh, nice. I identified it. I won? I'm happy. Thanks for playing with us. Yay! We did it. Cool. Alright. Signal scope explained, identified, all that good stuff. I think that's everything. I talked to Banjo Friend. Onwards and upwards to the observatory. I really like the music in this game. It's one of the better things about it. Fishing friends, Fidel! Fishing rhyme, singing. Helps me pass the time. You're leaving the crater? Guess we'll all be a little busier without you around to lend a hand. That big water planet, Giant's Deep, that's where I'd go. Why's that? One time, after the rest of the village had left to sleep and it was just the two of us sitting around the campfire, Gabbro told me about the first trip to Giant's Deep. They landed the ship easily enough in the wave but couldn't see too far down on account of how murky the water was, I guess, too dark. Gabbro wants to see what lay beneath the surface, so they decided to travel deeper. They traveled down and down. But suddenly, Gabbro couldn't go any further. Rude. Yeah, Giant's Deep is a current you can't pass through. Sure, okay, but shut up a minute. This is a good part. As though exercising will of its own, the water was refusing Gabbro any down and deeper. It held Gabbro back, almost as if it was trying to protect them from something. And then, the terrible darkness, Gabbro saw it! The tentacle of some hideous beast. Was there a sap line involved in Gabbro's campfire story? Come to think of it, don't you have somewhere to be exploring that isn't here? Alright. You can go away now, assuming you're done scaring off all the fish. Ooh. Oh, what a pretty place. Read. Danger inside this fence is a pocket of ghost matter, a strange dangerous substance invisible to the naked eye. The good news is you can detect ghost matter with a camera. Moving through ghost matter is uniquely painful and will probably kill you. Don't complain to me if you hurt yourself fooling around. So, with a camera. We got Arcos. Hi, astronaut. You know that patch of ghost matter inside the fence? Gustin said it used to be bigger when they were hatchling because ghost matter evaporates. It just takes a super long time to go away. There's still ghost matter in the village. When I grown up, ghost matter's awesome. Goat matter's super cool. It'll burn the heck out of you. You shouldn't be throwing rocks in there. Ghost matter's dangerous. You know ghost matter's how Tektite lost their foot, right? Whoa, really? That is so cool. Yeah. Is it, though? Alright, we got this cool person with a... We got Moraine. Oh, hello, astronaut. This is good weather for your launch, right? That's lucky. Any good sounds from space today? There are! My signal scope is set to the Outer Wilds Venture frequency, so I'm listening to the Traveler's music. Last night, I heard Ryback's banjo coming from Brittle Hollow. I hope that means they're safe. I can hear different planets, too, depending on what time of day or night it is, since different planets are in the sky at different times. Signal scopes are cool. They are cool. Ah, and if we stay locked long enough... I'm remembering the mechanics of this game. That second circle will... There's the moon. Literally less than a kilometer away. It's so funny. The distances in this game are quite amusing. I can't get up there easily, so I will not try. I'll do a cool flip instead. Use camera! Yeah, so that's a mechanic in this game. Cameras show ghost matter. Read. Hi, come to see hi to your flight coach before launch. Get 0 training if you want a refresher. Sure, why not? Talk to Gossin. Hi, thought I might see you before the big launch. Nerves getting the better of you? Right, like you weren't nervous before your first flight. I'm a little nervous. Yeah, are you kidding? I'm a natural at this. I'm a little nervous, yeah. Good, everyone should be a bit nervous before they go into space. I got cocky during my first flight and nearly put a new crater in the moon. Still, I was never as green as you. That's not what Slate says. Oh, you know better than to believe a word that lunatic says about me. They're still sorry I suddenly made them install a safety harness in the cockpit, claimed it would throw off the thrust-to-weight ratio. Honestly, what other case are going to throw off Slate's thrust-to-weight ratio? So listen, there's a satellite, which is definitely not just a piece of broken mining equipment set up there in the zero-G cave and needed repairs. If you're looking for a little last-minute zero-G practice, head down to the lift and go to the cave, or don't, so long as you're confident you can make ship repairs in space. One repaired satellite coming right up. Cool, trying to concuss yourself right before your first launch. So. Into the hole. The quote-unquote zero-G cave is taking a while. Flashlight. It's dark. Zero-G cave, suit up. We need oxygen. Hey, someone to talk to. Talk to Tough. Hey, nice of you to drop down. I'm giving some zero-G I'm in. Give me the dirt. Guess where I'm going today? Give me the dirt. Some fresh dirt? Not much happening down here lately. Let me think. Come to think of it, Tektite saw something crash outside the village crater earlier. That's new and different. Oh, hey, how about that? Yeah, they were on fire watch in the old scout launcher. Saw smoke, they went to check it out. Safety first, right? No, I'm kidding. I said that to Tektite Wrench. Pretty rude. How long they laugh for, if you ask me. Alright. There was something that was popping up in the... Zero-G cave. Some say dry and others join the rave. Yeah, we have a finite amount of fuel, as you can see in the top left. Use too much of it. And, not good things. Right. I think you can... I think the thing that happens is automatically oxygen is used as emergency fuel, which, given that's what you breathe, not good. 0 out of 3 repaired. Alright, we are now in zero-G mode. We can lock on space to hold to match velocity. That's a very cool feature. Very cool. Nice. Where's the last thing? R. There we go. Is this? Nope. Is it that? Nope. Where on earth is the last thingamajigler? Maybe it's inside. Ah, it would be. That match velocity thing is very useful. Nice! Training simulation complete. Ouch. Yeah. Running out of fuel in space. Bad. Don't do it. Alright, we're back in that there being gravity zone. Note that because we're on a planet that has oxygen, we're not using up oxygen. I don't know why I jumped up there. Alright, now I just need to find the exit. It requires me remembering where the exit is. If it's even here. It might not be. Well, I just wandered. Prepare yourself for a lot of Bobo not necessarily realizing where you're supposed to go. I think it might be up there. 50% fuel, so up thrust is control. Right, I keep forgetting that. Nice. I think it was up here. Yeah, mining guys here. Which means I think we leave through here? Yes. Yay. Yeah. Oh, can I put the suit back on? Put the suit back. Nope. Oh, it takes it off automatically. Look at us go! I'm almost ready for launch. Nicely done. Of course, it'll be a little more stressful when you're hurtling through space, but remember your training and try not to hit anything big. I can see you're itching off to get off this rock, so go get the launch codes from the observatory and get out of here already. Best of luck there, and try to avoid getting yourself killed now that I've put so much time to training you. Got it? I'll try my best. That'll be it. Observatory. We need the codes from inside the observatory. There's Blue. Whee! Look at us. Look at our shadow. Whee! Whee! That's a cool artifact. Outer Wilds founding members. Clockwise from the top left, Hornfels, Gossen, Slate, and Feldspar. That's Feldspar. The missing Feldspar. Read. Come on. Read. Big thanks to the additional founding members of Outer Wild Ventures, without whom we would never get off the ground. We love our, we love credits. Outer Wilds Venture, Timberhearth's first and only space program, was founded to explore the farthest reaches of our solar system. Feldspar was the very first Hearthian to be intentionally launched into space. That's really funny. Intentionally launched into space to be complete the first orbit around Timberhearth, and later made the first of many landings on our moon, the Attlerock. Cool. Talk to Hal. Hey, it's my favorite astronaut. Launch day last, huh, buddy? It's the translator tools inaugural flight 2. I'm so excited it's making me nauseous. Just to think, you'll be able to translate any Nomai text you want anywhere you are. The two of us put a lot of hours into inventing that tool, so don't break it, okay? Oh, geez, do not break it. Ugh, ignore me, okay? I'm just nervous. I'm not even the one excited, going into space. How are you feeling? I'm excited, I'm terrified. I'm excited. Good, you've only been waiting for this day since we were hatchlings. I can't wait to see all your training pay off. So what's the dirt? Here to see the new Nomai statue? New statue, of course, just here for the launch kits. New statue? You haven't heard? Gabbro brought it back from the Giant's Deep, and Hornfels just finished prepping it for display. This is it right here. Neat, huh? Makes me wish we could see what a real live Nomai looks like, but I guess this is as close as we'll get. Check it out. Looks like they had fur. Fur's weird. This is the first fully intact statue found, you know, and for how old it is, it's in great shape. Ah, geez, I got a little carried away there. Go on, you have a ship to launch. Go take care of yourself out there, you hear? This remarkably intact statue was carved by the Nomai, an ancient species who dwelled in our solar system thousands of years ago. The statue provides us with the most detailed look yet at the Nomai, who appear to have been covered in a layer of fur. Note the decorative jewelry that's been carved is part of the antlers. Although their artifacts and structures have been found on almost every planet in the solar system, we still have no idea who this species came from or what happened to them. Cool statue. Look at that. New exhibit. Radio tower in Timber Hearth is built to receive radio transmission from Deep Space Satellite, and still, this day houses the first ever photos taken of the entire solar system. Photos were made possible with Deep Space Satellite's unusual vertical orbit that carries it high above and below the plane of the solar system. Ooh, good to remember. Thanks to a recent upgrade, the Deep Space Satellite is now responsible for generating real-time solar system map used by our newest astronauts. Pretty useful. Interesting. Theoretically, you could go visit that. Watch closely. These balls move on their own. The ground's perfectly level, so what do you think causes this spooky motion? The answer is the moon. As it orbits our star planet, Attlerock's gravity pulls in objects in different directions. In fact, it's pulling on you right now. That's pretty neat. Ooh. Strange rock moving on this grotto appears to react to constant operation. The level-headed among us must realize there must be some sort of optical illusion at play, but Gabriel claims the rock, quote, exists in all possible states until it is observed, whatever that means. Whatever's actually happening, both sides agree the effect is extremely creepy. Yeah, see, the rock teleports around. It is creepy. Stars like our sun generate light and heat by fusing hydrogen into helium. As it grows older, the sun rises into hydrogen, starts to contract. As the sun contracts, it gets hotter, causing the outer layers to expand. The star has become a red giant. When the core is hot enough, it starts to fuse helium into carbon. The star is massive enough it will continue to fuse carbon into even heavier elements like iron. Ultimately, the star will collapse under some gravity and then explode in a violent event called a supernova. Based on Chert's observation, this will one day be the fate of our own sun. How exciting! Alright. Weird fish. This anglerfish specimen was found to attach the landing gear of one of our ships that flew close to the dark Gramble. It appears well suited to living in dark places with a minimal atmosphere. I wonder if that's going to become relevant. What the heck? Whoa. Look at that. Pretty cool. This crystal was taken from a Nomai ruin on Brittle Hollow. That seems to create a local gravity distortion, which is most likely used to traverse steep surfaces. Try it out! Already did. Nomai technology brought back from space by our astronauts has been a great boon to Outer Wild ventures, allowing to modify expeditionary and exciting useful ways. For example, the Little Scout boasts a warp retrieval capability that allows astronauts to recall their scouts almost instantly. This has dramatically reduced the number of scouts lost to the depths of space. Yes. So we'll get a little scout tool. What we see here are parts of the Nomai skeleton. We can tell from their skulls because antlered and quite unusually only 3 eyes. Remember, we're playing as a 4-eyed alien species. The Nomai body was likely adopted for living exclusively on land. The differences in Nomai's anatomy, such as their shockingly fragile bone structure, show that Hearthians couldn't have descended from Nomaian ancestors. It's not clear what the Nomai originated from or why they disappeared. We hope to find more clues to these puzzles as we explore our solar system. How exciting! Aside from the dwellings and structures they built, Nomai also made art. This decorated pottery was discovered on Brittle Hollow. Some ancient Nomai art depicts strange animals, foreign celestial objects, and other subjects that can't be found in our solar system, which makes us wonder whether the Nomai originated elsewhere in the universe or simply had vibrant imaginations. Were the Nomai born in our solar system, or were they born among other stars and planets? And if they were, how and why did they come here? This is just some of the questions we hope to answer through further xeno-archaeological expeditions. This piece of Nomai writing is essential to deciphering the unique language. Although the text is linear, Nomai text often branches off from a central point. Interestingly, each branch tends to be written by a different author. Behold the translator tool. Cassava, we're nearly ready. Felix and I have finished construction, and she says calibrating the device won't take long. Felix, fortunately, the Attlerock's lack of atmosphere will make calibration simple. After all this time, I'm thrilled to finally resume our search. Search for what? Well, that's what the game's about. Spooky action, new exhibit. Let's go up, up, and away. Kind of dark up here. Some stuff. Nothing I can interact. Ooh. Hornfels observations. This is incredible. At first, I thought the points of light in the image were stars, but they're not. They're galaxies. The image just covers a tiny patch of the whole sky, which means the universe contains at least 1,000 times more galaxies than we can possibly imagine. I think I need to sit down. Yes, universe big. One of the most interesting things about the universe is how it's enormous. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, so behold the space we're going to be exploring. There's some interesting stuff going on here, like what on earth this little dot is. I'm sure we'll find out at some point. But we've got the Hourglass Twins. These are a pair of planets. We got Brittle Hollow, Dark Bramble, and Giant's Deep. All places we will be exploring, as well as, you know. Oh, hey. There it is, the satellite. Nice. Look at that. Alright, nothing left to do but to talk to Hornfels. There you are! I just finished up some pre-flight observations, and local conditions are good. Time to get our newest astronaut off the ground. And you'll be our first astronaut equipped with a Nomai translator tool. I confess, I've been giddy all day just thinking about it. Better equipped than ever to unravel the mysteries of Nomai. You and Hal should be very proud of your work. Tell me what's your plan once you're in space. I'm going to learn more of the Nomai. I'm going to meet some other travelers. I'm going to go somewhere no one's gone before. I think I'll start with something small. I don't know. I'm going to wing it. I think I'll start with something small. For ease into things, that's a sensible plan. More sensible than most our astronauts tend to be, and that's a fact. Do you think you go to Adelrock then? Our moon would be a safe place to travel to and get your bearings in space. I'm sure Asker would appreciate the visit. Plus, we don't know what the ancient Nomai ruins on the moon are or why they were built. You could put your new translator through its paces. Well then, looks like all that's left is send you off. All in all, it's a fine day for launch. I'm ready to get off this rock. I'm ready to die in space. Ready to get off this rock. Excellent. You'll be needing the launch codes then. Here they are. Best get off the ground before Slate makes any more modifications to your ship, eh? Good luck out there. Let me know if I can help you with anything. We got launch codes. All right, let's get off this rock and into space, the thing that the game was actually about. Yep, teleporty zone.